Perfect.
Are we ready? All right. Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
ready?
no, Stace. Okay.
All right, we could make an assumption. It is 6 o'clock on September 28th, 2023. The Bellevue Planning Commission is moving into order. Please join me as a call to order for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our next item on our agenda is the roll call, please.
Mr. Hankins, Mr. Jacobson,
Here.
Mr. Sims, Ms. Taylor-Jones,
Present.
Mr. Arney, Mr. Ackley, Mr. Lassenberg,
Present.
Mr. Bennett,
Here.
Mr. Parent.
Here.
We have a quorum present. I'd like to make note that this meeting will be conducted under the Opens Meeting Act as posted at the back of our chamber hall. Our next item of business is to approve the minutes of our August 24th, 2022 regular meeting. Do I have a motion to approve or amend?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Please vote.
Nothing's coming up yet.
Coming up.
All voted yes, motion carried.
Thank you. Before I move into accepting into record all staff reports, attachments, and memos, I'd like to make note that a 30-year active participant in the planning process, Carol Sweeney, passed away recently. Her input and bright light in the planning process, not only in the city of Bellevue for 30 years, but also statewide and recognized nationally for her efforts. I just wanted to recognize her contributions to the city of Bellevue and to the state and nationally as well in the planning process. We'll accept into record all staff reports, memos, and handouts regarding each application. Staff, do we have any updates?
No updates.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to accept into record?
I move that we accept the minutes and all those attachments submitted into the record as submitted.
Great, thank you. A second?
Second.
We have a second. Commissioners, please vote.
I'm not getting the.
You may have to refresh your screen. Sometimes when it's open a while, so if you go ahead and refresh, then you should be okay.
I got the last one.
All voted yes, motion carried.
Thank you. The next item on our agenda is the consent agenda and public hearings. We have no items on our consent agenda tonight. We'll move on to our public hearings. We have one public hearing tonight that is a request for site approval, Lot 1, Kennedy Town Center replat. 8 being a replat of Lot 75, Kennedy Town Center, Lots 5 and 6, Kennedy Town Center replat 3. Small subdivision plats, Lots 1 and 2, and Outlot A, Kennedy Town Center replat. The applicant is, and I apologize for not getting the name pronounced correctly, Perez Atomoff. Is that great? And the general location is West Chandler and 22nd Street. The case number is Z2307-14 and S2307-13. Staff, are there any updates?
No updates, other than the applicant, the developer is requesting this item be continued. This is the second continuance request we've had. I would just recommend we continue it indefinitely. Then at such time the applicant is ready to come back, we will go ahead and re-advertise and re-notify all of the neighbors. The applicant's just trying to work through some technical issues, concerning the civil requirements on the site with his team. So that would be it's a request of the developer, and staff would support an indefinite continuance.
Okay. Since this was an advertised meeting and we do have some of the public here tonight, is there anybody interested in testifying for this, or are you just here to be part of our process tonight?
I'm here to be part of the process, but since it's a public meeting, I will make a statement.
Okay, we will open the meeting for a public hearing. Anybody wishing to come forward and speak either for and against this particular item. On the side approval, please sign in, state your name, and the public hearing is open.
My name's Kyle Roan. Wow, that's loud. And I'm not really familiar with this site. The only thing I would like to say is that this is the second time in less than a week, or excuse me, less than 2 weeks, that I've come to a city meeting where there was a public hearing and the developer was not present. So I really wish the city would do something other than just say that, well, it's okay if they don't come. Because last time I was here, there were a lot of people here that wanted to speak and speak to the developer, and they weren't here. So I wish y'all would take that under advisement.
Mr. Roney, typically when the developer requests a continuance,
It's Roan.
sorry, Roan. When the developer requests a continuance, we don't require them to be here just because that means the application is not ready and Planning Commission doesn't have the technical information in front of them. So he will be present once there is the information that's ready to go, and then he'll be here to answer questions from the public.
So just to make sure you're clear on what I'm saying, I understand that. But what I don't understand is if we had a public hearing here, and we had a public hearing 2 weeks ago for the apartment complex going up above my house, then either you need to say we're not going to have a public hearing because they're not going to be here, or some kind of, what's the word, punitive thing needs to happen because that developer wasn't here. And now they're going to meet on a Sunday at 4 o'clock. You know, people want to be with their families because they got to work all day to pay our taxes now. So that's what I'm saying. It would be nice for the public that people would be here when they're supposed to be. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to come forward and testify either for or against or make a comment on the request for the site plan approval? Seeing nobody coming forward, I will close the public hearing. Commissioners, your wishes. The update from the staff on planning is an indefinite deferral. Any discussions or a motion?
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
A motion to, what was I going to say, for continuance,
Okay.
To continue indefinitely?
to continue indefinitely.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second to continue indefinitely. Commissioners, please vote. I still have electronic voting in process. I may.
Try to refresh and then.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All voted yes, motion carried.
Motion carried. That concludes our public hearings for this evening. The next item on our agenda is current business.